Well now, gather round, mates. Let me spin you a tale that starts with kings, castles and scrolls, older than your nan's jam recipe, but lands us smack in the middle of today's mess. You've heard of the Magna Carta, right? Bit of parchment from 1215 that gave a right good clobbering to tyranny. But here's the twist. While we're told it's the bedrock of our rights, it's being chipped away quietly, cleverly, and right under our noses. Let's set the scene. King John, proper dodgy geezer, taxed the nobles into next week, got himself excommunicated and had the barons fuming. So they cornered him at Runnymede and forced him to sign the Magna Carta. Not out of love for the peasants, mind you, it was nobles defending their own necks. But, clause by clause, the thing planted the seeds of liberty. Now here's the big one. Clause 39. No free man shall be seized or imprisoned, except by the lawful judgment of his equals, or by the law of the land. Boom. Due process, jury trials, limits on power. Revolutionary stuff. Over time, it shaped everything from the US Constitution to our own English common law. Not bad for a dusty old scroll, but here's where it gets juicy. Most of the original 63 clauses were scrapped over time. Only a handful survived. The church got its independence. London got its liberties. But the bit about holding the king accountable, still relevant, still dangerous, to those in power. Now fast forward to today. You'd think the Magna Carta would be a national treasure, protected like the crown jewels. But it's been sidelined, ignored in courtrooms, and replaced by Orwellian laws with names like the Online Safety Act or counter-terrorism measures. Under the guise of keeping us safe, they've made it easier to censor speech, detain folks without charge, and criminalize protest. So here's the question, right? If our ancestors bled for rights enshrined in 1215, why are we letting them vanish in 2025? Where's the outrage? Where's the spine? Think I'm exaggerating? Ask the street preachers fined for quoting scripture, or the journalists prosecuted for filming protests, or the lad who got arrested for a meme. You can't make this stuff up, but they sure can legislate it. It's almost like the king's men are back, except now they've got slick suits, tech surveillance, and PR teams. And instead of swords, they've got algorithms. The tools have changed, but the aim's the same: control. Even the church, once a bulwark against royal tyranny, has gone quiet. Easter cancelled, prayers banned, crosses frowned upon. That fire in the belly that once held kings accountable needs a reignition. So what do? We remember, we speak, we stand. The Magna Carta isn't just history, it's a warning and a promise, a contract between people and power. And mates, if we don't defend it, we don't deserve it. So raise a glass to the barons at Runnymede, to the scribes who inked our liberties, and to every Brit with the stones to speak truth to power. It's our heritage. Let's not let it rot in the little box that sits outside Salisbury Cathedral. Cheers from the ghost of Robin, and remember, never trust a government that fears your voice.